Okay, Tony and Joe, I'm going to do a quick walk around your plants, pointing out what they are. I'm going to follow up with another document for you, but this will help you identify them in the future. So I'll just switch my camera. Right, so we got the bar area. So these are Carrick's grasses. These are either Ice Queen or Ice Dancer, so they're going to fill up this spacer through here. They won't get too tall, maybe a foot tall, but basically will mat out through there. Look very nice. Okay, over here we've got hydrangeas. 1, 2, 3. These are Annabelles. They have a big white flower on them, very beautiful, very showy. Be worth getting them some support during the summer because they can get quite tall. The heads of the flowers are so large it pulls them down, so it'd be worth getting some of those wire supports for those. You got Crocosmia in the back. That's this sort of burnt orange, which is George Davison Crocosmia, and the plant in between them, this one is Guara, which has these little white flowers on. We'll think of them as fairies. They'll fill out this space here. They'll get probably a foot, 2 foot tall, with a nice spread, lots of flowers right through the summer. Okay, over here we have all the low stuff is geraniums. I can't remember actually which one this is. It's a baby pink. Nice colour through there, so they're going to fill out these spaces. They don't mind the shade, they don't mind the full sun, so they'll do well here. Bees and butterflies and stuff will love them. Okay, and you've got a couple of hollies, which have beautiful berries on, which are very seasonal as we're approaching Christmas shortly. Okay, Eunomynus, never sure how you say it, balls, 3 of those. They replace sort of box balls, they don't get the blight. Easy, low maintenance, just keep trimming to a ball shape. Okay, 2 grasses, I'm pretty sure these were pestamons. Can't remember actually which particular type, and you've got 2 heuchera each side. These are marmalades, this zingy green colour, so the grasses are going to come up, look nice against the background of with the grey, and then you've got that zingy green which will brighten this little corner next to the hedge. Okay, over this side we got a Rebecca. They get quite tall, have this very zingy yellow colour with that dark dot in the centre. So you got 1 each side of those, so that one will sort of fill that space up quite nicely. They flower profusely, so they'll be nice and interesting one to watch in the future. You've got lavender here, Hidcote, an English lavender, survives better than the French lavender in our climate. Okay, echinaceas, they got like a corn-like flower, and this is verbena. Lollipops only get a couple of foot tall. They all have a nice floaty purple flower on, which is loved by things like butterflies and bees, stuff like that, so you get plenty of wildlife. You've got the 2 spires each side. They were mainly put there to show where the steps are and, watch out for the hazard of the drop. Okay, also gave you balance with what you've got going on down there, if you can see it in the sun. Okay, over on this side we got two Fatsias. Fatsia japonica. They're big, nice, big leaf plants. Going to get nice, fill out that sort of space there. Yet again, heuchera, marmalade each side. So they'll sort of spill out over to the edges there, and then we've got can't quite see, geraniums. These ones are white each side there. They're going to fill out that space underneath. Nice white flowers. And you've got the Christmas rose. What's that name? I forget off the top of my head. Another Rebecca, so that's going to come up and be quite that punchy yellow next to that green. And you got two anemones in the back. I think these are something like September Charm or something. Late flowers, they get quite tall and quite willowy, so they'll sort of come up that tight next year. Hopefully have plenty of flowers on from about September. Okay, if we go over to this bed yet again, we have another hydrangea Annabelle over in this corner, so that's going to sort of populate this corner here. You've got Kukra, I think this was something like purple whirls, something like that. Quite a purple dark colour going on, and then you've got some more geraniums down here as well. So the geraniums are going to fill out this space. Pretty sure these were white geraniums down here. So the idea on each side was the geraniums are sort of fill up these lower sections. You got a scabiosis. It's like a lavender colour. Lots of flowers. Butterflies love them. Butterflies love them, and they flower throughout, quite early on through the year. Okay, what else we got going on down here? So euphorbia, they flower in the spring. It's not a flower that you'd really recognise as a flower, but they do flower. And then you've got the ferns along there. That fern's going to get quite tall, probably up that fence line at least. This is the same as over that side. Okay, up there, Verbena boninaris or whatever it is. Those are quite tall. Yet again, it's the grandmother or the big mother of the lollipops. So they get nice and tall, nice and willowy. Plenty of interest for things like butterflies and that. We've got two agapanthus down here. I cannot remember the name of that one. And yet again, another scabiosis and the heuchera. There it is, purple rose. Okay, we're in this bed over here. I'm getting killed by the sun. I'm going to move. Okay. So the three plants here, 1, 2, 3. Okay. That's leucanthemum. It's a white daisy-like flowers, loads of flowers on them, like full sun, so they'll enjoy baking in this sort of corner. They'll get maybe a metre tall with a nice spread. A couple of grasses here. I can't actually remember which these grasses are. Yet again, anemones in the back, coming through here, so these anemones will flower later on in the year. You got lupins. 1, 2, 3 lupins, and the guara again. So they'll fill out that space. Lots of flowers, and little fairies, and then we got a salvia. This one is. Can't remember the hot lips or something like that, because the flowers look like hot lips. Yeah, they're not very imaginative with flower names. Deep sort of purple. They'll bush out. They'll flower profusely through the year. Okay, so that gives you an idea of what you've got.